All right, I'm live. Hello, YouTube. Listen, when I was in prison, I had a lot of time to play guitar, and I wrote a little song. I'm just going to share a little bit of this song with you. We're going to get to the show. Sometimes I get thinking about my life. I wonder where did I go wrong? Sometimes I start to wonder where do I belong? 'Cause I don't want to feel this way inside, like I want to run away and hide. 'Cause I got fears, I got pain, I got tears, and I got shame. Think it's gonna be alright. Think it's gonna be alright. Think it's gonna be alright. Anyway, that's just one of the songs that I sang while I was in prison. And, I thought I'd share it with you. So thanks for coming on the show. Looks like a couple of viewers are on there. Leave a chat. We'll answer your questions. Leave a comment. At the last minute, I invited about 5 guys that I've done time with to pop in on the show, but I gave them a last minute email, so I don't know if they're coming on. But this weekend, I will get some more guys on. Maybe you saw my last video. There's 4 of us. We all did time together. Today was exciting, man. I work for Wings for Life. If you don't know what that is, so it's a charity. It's a nonprofit. They hired me because of this YouTube channel, because of you guys. So I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just moved here like a month ago. I got hired by Wings for Life, and they help the families of inmates while you're in prison, and they also help the inmates when they come out. And they are making me, they made me. I am the director of Wingswork Project Wingswork. Anyway, Project Wingswork, something like that. It's all new, and I'm still in training. But I'm going to be giving jobs for inmates when they come out of prison. And they wanted an inmate. They wanted somebody. Everybody at Wings for Life has family members who've been in prison. And I don't know, there's at least 10 employees, thousands of volunteers, really. But lots of people come in for community service to volunteer. There's interns that work there, a whole crew of us. And I think I'm the first one that's ever done time in prison that they hired full-time on the staff, at least full-time. So I'm very honored. And I had the pleasure today, my buddy Hugo, and I'm not going to give his last name because, it's not right to do unless he says it's okay. But I did time with this guy at Florence Federal Prison Camp in Florence, Colorado. And he was part of my support group. Hugo, if you're watching, thanks for coming in, because he came into the offices today. I called him in, and AnnEdenfield Suite. She's the director, the founder of Wings for Life. She had a great talk with him. We were all there at the table. He's going through some things. It's hard adjusting to life when you get out of prison, and Hugo's got some things going on, and he's used to making big time money. And now he's, working for, 15, 18 something bucks an hour. And it's a struggle for him from the lifestyle he's living at. But we're there to help him. And, and his children and all that. And my boss, the founder of Wings, we all sat. We had a nice talk with him. And I know when he left, he felt that he's not alone in the world. So when you guys go to prison and you get out, you got to contact me or anybody at Wings. We're going to help you make it back into the world. We're going to help you. That's what Wings for Life is all about, guys. I'm so happy that they hired me. This is like a God thing. I mean, I was a guy in San Francisco, just out of prison, 57 years old. I got nothing to give to the world. I started this channel like a year ago. I've had hundreds and hundreds of phone calls from you guys facing prison time, getting ready to get out. And a lot of you guys have done interviews with, you're out of prison now, and I'm talking to you, and you're part of my life, and you guys are changing. And, the thing is, if you're going to go to prison, most people watch my channel, you're going to a low security prison. I don't really deal with the penitentiary guys. I'm sorry, but there's lots of channels that do. But because, well, we won't get into that. But if you're facing 10 years or less, you're on the right channel. And I want you to know your life's not over. And you're probably going to a camp or a low security, and it's going to be safe, and nobody's going to beat you up. You don't got to be nobody's bitch. You don't have to join a gang. Yes, there's some politics, but it's nothing like the penitentiary, guys. Look, I got no tattoos on me. I'm your average kind of Joe. I did some white collar crimes, but that doesn't mean that I haven't done the other kind of crimes. And I had a big drug problem all my life, and like over 5 years, no more cocaine, no more meth. Doing the clean and sober thing, and it's good. And probation's happy with me. So when you get out of federal prison, guys, most people get 3 years federal probation on top of that. So it's not over. I've got 11 months to go, and I'm free. But, and I see some people in the chat room. So let me shut for a second. Let's get some of these messages on here. And I got some clips to show you, some emails. The core links is what when you go to federal prison, they let you have email. And it's called True Links while you're in there. And then it converts over to core links for people on the outside. And I'm going to read you a whole bunch of emails from people that have been on my show, that I've talked to on the phone, all that are now doing their time, getting ready to get out. And I want you to get an inside idea of what they're going through when they send me these emails. So I'm going to read them to you. And, we're going to do that. I got a great clip to show you from the movie called Felon. I'll probably get another copyright strike. It's called a copyright claim when you show a movie clip. I did one where I showed about 10 movie clips. I got all these copyright claims on here. There's a copyright strike. You don't want that. But the claim I can deal with. I just don't get paid for the commercials on my channel, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that, but I like to show movie clips. And so I'm going to show you one from the movie called Felon, and I think it's going to hit home for anybody that's doing time. And that's coming up. I'll try to get it here in the next 5 minutes. Let me get to some of your comments here. We've got MCSE9073. He says, good evening. Yeah, you're on my channel a lot, and I don't every time want to say MCSE9073, so maybe I can just call you MC, something like that for short. But how you doing? And my buddy TJ is in the house. TJ, what's going on? TJ's going through it, guys. He's on pretrial. If you don't know what pretrial is, that means before trial coming up. He's waiting for, sentencing and all this. So I was on pretrial for 4 years. It's a living hell, guys. So you get indicted, you get a target letter, you get raided, something happens to you, your life changes. Like 30 black SUVs showed up on the block. All the neighbors saw. Hell, they had nowhere to park that night because there was black SUVs everywhere on the block. They raided the whole house for hours and hours. And they didn't take me to jail. Some people they take to jail, but they left that house a mess. And everybody on the whole block, and I just moved there, and oh God, it's a nightmare. But I hadn't been indicted or arrested yet. That took another year, wondering if you're going to get indicted. And then when I finally got indicted, 4 more years of pretrial. And that's where you don't know if you're going to 20 years or 10 years of probation. Of course, the lawyer's always telling you probation. Your friends, your family going, oh, it's been 2 years since you've been indicted and you're still out, you're running around free. They're not gonna throw you in prison. They wouldn't let you just run around and be free. Bull fucking shit. That's the feds, man. They take their time. Now, the fastest I've ever heard is maybe 8 months, somebody getting indicted, then finally sentenced. But normally it's a year, it's 2 years. And you can't start a new relationship. You can't start a new career. And everybody's thinking, no, nothing's going to happen to you. I'm telling you, I'm going to prison. Nobody believed me. You know, when I finally got sentenced, I even called people up. I got 4 years. Are you happy? I told you I was going to prison. You know, they don't care. They don't care. TJ's going through this, Let's see. More people on the line. I like it. I love it. We got, I'm going to call you MC. I watch so I don't have to go. That's good. Yeah. Yes. MC again. No tats. These are most dangerous types. Yeah, well, and what else he says? He's got a smiley face. TJ still waiting to be sentenced. I really thought I'd be sentenced by now. I know, TJ. They drag it on and on and on and on and on. It's part of the process. It's fucked. Here's my boy Matthew. Hey, Sean, everyone. Matthew, how's it going, Matt? I've talked to all you guys on the phone. MC, I don't think have I talked to you? I don't know. I know I talked to TJ and Matt, but MC, man, you got to give me a call. You come on the channel a lot. So my number is 415-410-4612. Yeah, here's a guy giving out his phone number on YouTube. Here's the thing. I get calls every day. I got 3, 4, 5 calls today. Here's another one. No. I believe it. Look, I'm not a really religious guy or nothing, but there's some kind of God working in my life that's trying to help you guys. And he has people call me to help you. And he doesn't give me 10, 20, 1,000 people calling me. I'll get 2 to 5 calls a day, and it's different people in that, and there's some busy days and some slow days, but God doesn't give me more than I can handle. And I don't want to preach God to you, but I found God in prison, but no, I still haven't. I didn't read the Bible when I was in prison. I wasn't a Bible thumper, guys, but I just found this thing out there. There's a God in my life, and God's got me here doing this channel. He's got me working for this Wings for Life. He moved me out of San Francisco to here, where now so I'm not making much money. It's $14 an hour, and I got an apartment for $700 a month that I can afford. I can't do that in San Francisco. I was living in a house with 8 people. It was one of them sober living houses, but I had to pay $950, and I shared a bedroom. And there was supposed to be a third guy coming in that never showed, but it could have been 3 people, and it's 8 guys in the house. And you know how many people live like that in the Bay Area? Us people that work, are lower wage kind of people. And it's tough. I come out here to New Mexico, and I can afford my own apartment at $14 an hour. Wow. It's like, no, I'm not getting rich off this channel. I'm not getting rich where I work. I don't know what God's got in store for me, but this is all him. And my buddy Hugo came in the office today, and I did time with him, and he was like, we used to walk the track together. We did culinary school together. We were like, a support group. And he's like a gangbanger, 505, whatever he is. And he can't, and I can't talk to you. That's Katrina. She comes on the show, but she's calling. Maybe I could put somebody on live. Let's see. Let's put her on. Let's see how. Fuck it. We'll put her on. Hey, Katrina, you are live on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you live right now because I'm in the middle of a show. Do you want to say anything to the world?
Yes, I do. Do you know who this is?
I know this is Katrina, and your son's in prison. I'll give you a couple minutes live. I don't know if you're on this channel right now, but
nope, I'm not. But I can sure talk.
Okay, I'll give you like 2 minutes.
Okay, so
They're all listening to you. I'm holding up the phone and the mic, and everybody's listening to you.
Okay, everybody, thank God. My son got resentenced yesterday, and finally justice. Finally, he has probably less than 11 months now.
Yes, I saw your text. Great news.
So he got 72 months. He has served 48.5 months.
Ooh.
And So I guess with good time, that leaves him about 11 months. And I don't know how to figure it, but they say that he's eligible for some halfway house time because he has 0 criminal history, 0 violence, no sex offense, no drug offense. All he did was cheat on some customs documents.
He could get 6 months halfway house time and be out in 5 months. You never know. Now that he's been sentenced, they'll start the process.
Well, first, I guess they have to get him to wherever he's going.
Yeah, they're going to transport him again somewhere. Yeah, of course they are. Yeah.
Well, I don't really think he'll get diesel therapy again because Judge completely had a completely different attitude toward my son than he did 4 years ago, because now he knows all the truth.
Can you explain to the audience what diesel therapy is?
Okay. You got to give me more than that 2 minutes you were talking
I'll
about.
give you another minute or two.
Okay. So what diesel therapy is, and they can deny it all they want, but it happens. Sometimes when the Department of Justice or the BOP is less than enchanted with someone, what they do is, instead of taking you from point A to point B, or sometimes if they want you to take a plea deal and, they're trying to rattle it out of you and you're kind of stubborn, instead of taking you from point A to point B, you may end up, I'm going to give you an example of, instead of going from, let's say, Virginia to New Jersey, you end up going to a horrible place called the Grady County Jail in Oklahoma, where the transfer center is. And everybody that is about to go through a transit situation needs to let their family know, accept any and all calls from any and all numbers, keep a pen by the phone, make sure you have a good debit or credit card, because your loved one could end up in several different places, county jails, dumped off for a week or maybe just a couple days, and then they'll have like a 30-second phone call to be able to give you the information to hurry up and put some phone money on that account. And then once they leave that jail, you don't get that phone money account back, that money from that phone account back. If they don't use it, they just lose it. I have known personally about a person who was given diesel therapy for longer than 6 weeks. He was literally taken all over the country. He was a practicing Jew, and for a 14-hour bus ride, they chained him to a white supremacist. And
yeah, they do that stuff on purpose. You're on you're on the blacklist. Yeah.
Well, what happens is in transit, you might be, somebody that did a little white collar crime that you're going, that you got 6 to 18 months in prison for. But when you're being transported, no matter who you are, you're with every single security level. So you're thrown in. You don't know if you're sitting next to a terrorist, a child molester. You don't know who you're sitting next to. Well, there was one bus that my son was on that in the back of the bus, they actually had 4 stand-up cages that they had people in, one to a cage, and they had these like black boxes over their handcuffs even.
I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, black metal boxes. But the point is, in transit, if you're getting diesel therapy, my son was taken from Arizona from his driveway where he was putting out boxes on December 15th, 2017. He was putting out boxes for Goodwill. He was supposed to be able to self-surrender. His ex-wife lied, made a phone call, said he was planning on fleeing. Marshals came, grabbed him up. He was in a t-shirt, shorts, and sandals, or flip-flops. He was detained in Arizona. Then they flew him to Oklahoma, where it was 47 degrees. He was the last person sitting on the bus, or on the plane, and then on a bus to go into the transfer center, into Grady County Jail. It was 47 degrees. He was not given a blanket. He got there. He got a hold of me. I got his medical records. He told the medical people there, and I told the medical people there that I have documentation that he is allergic to bologna, and that's all they have there is bologna sandwiches for lunch and dinner.
That sounds like a bunch of bologna to me.
Yeah, no shit. So anyway, when he told the nurse that he was allergic to bologna and that his mother could document it, she literally laughed.
That's how they react. Yeah.
She literally laughed and said, I guess your mom's going to be spending a lot of money on your commissary then, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. No, diesel therapy is a terrible thing, and you're sleeping in shoes, and you're sleeping in the hole. You're sleeping, if you sleep at all, like you can't get your mail because it never catches up to you. You can't even order commissary because you're not going to be at that detention center long enough. And if you do order it, then they transfer you a day before your commissary comes, but they'll still charge you for it because it was already ordered. Oh, the whole it's yeah, I know.
And when my son was snatched off the compound at Fort Dix in December of last year, not this, I'm talking about 20.
Yeah, I'm going to give you like 30 seconds more, Katrina.
Okay.
I got comments and stuff. People, I got to get on with the show.
Okay. Well, when they snatched him off the compound, I forgot my train of thought now. But anyway, it was one of those shitty moves, and it took them. He went to 5 different places before he finally ended up going to where he was going. That is cruel and unjust punishment. Yeah, and I'm sorry he had to do that. Katrina, I'm going to let you go. Call me this weekend. I'm off this weekend. Yeah, come catch the show. We'll talk this weekend, okay? I have all weekend free. I have no plans other than I'm going to get a booster shot. And okay, well, he requested Duluth or Morgantown.
I'm hearing good things about Duluth. Morgantown's a good one. He could, but there's RDAP Dan did a show about Duluth. If you go to RDAP Dan's YouTube channel and then hit the search button for Duluth, there's some information about Duluth. But Morgantown is a good camp to go to.
Yeah, I got that information from the best from Miss Maureen Baird.
Okay, great. All right, Katrina, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk this weekend, okay?
All right, bye-bye.
All right. So if you guys want to call in, most of you guys know my number. I just gave it out, and I'll throw you on here for like 2 minutes. I'll put my number up. Anybody wants to call in? I'm putting it up right now. Let's see. Okay. Here is my number on the screen. If you want to call in, I'll put you on live. We'll do it like a radio talk show. And let me get some more comments. TJ says, this new virus is running around crazy now. Yeah, it sure is. A lot of the prisons are locked back up now. They're doing quarantine again. I'm going to read when I get to the core links. Core links is the emails I get from inmates. And I got 8-9 guys and a girl, Fed Phoenix. I want to talk about her. I put her information up here. Her name's Audrey Thompson, and she needs your help, guys. She's over at Alderson Federal Prison Camp. She's going through it. Okay, this lady, they took everything from her. She didn't have much to begin with, but she's in there for some drug crimes. And a lot of it had to do with her ex-boyfriend. Anyway, she's got a couple of years to do in prison. And she's broke, guys. So I told her I'd try to ask you guys maybe if you could be even $5 on her books. But she'd love some letters from you. If you could send her a book from Amazon. Her information, let me put it up again. I'm gonna cut and paste it, put it up here. Her name's Audrey Thompson. Let me here it is here. And I've got her federal registration number on there. Let me see if I can put that up. I'll start there. And I'll have her information underneath this video. She also has a YouTube channel called Fed Phoenix. And you can watch like her last videos before she went to prison. And she needs your help, guys. If you could put $5-10 on her books, she'd love you. A letter. She said if anybody writes me a letter, she calls me once a week at least. Because right now phone calls are free. They used to be like 80 cents a minute. They've changed all that in the federal prison system. Everybody gets 500 free phone calls, 500 minutes of free phone calls every month. So she calls me a lot, and I'm going to read her emails here in a bit. I'll get to your comments. But so I told her I'd do a plug. Watch her channel on YouTube. It's called Fed Phoenix. Just type that up on YouTube. Subscribe to her channel. I think she's going to be out in about a year. She really is going through it. She's hurting. They haven't had commissary in 3 weeks at Alderson. They're out of envelopes. I'm going to get to that when I read her comments. Alderson is really, it's with the COVID virus and everything. They've got the whole place on lockdown. She's in a quarantine kind of unit where at least they have a TV and email access, but they can't go out. They can't see the sun. So she's in this little dormitory with like 20 women, and she's getting along with them. And then, and that there's no problems there, but they're on lockdown and all the programs and classes, everything's shut down. And they can't even get envelopes on commissary right now. When it's been 3 weeks since they've had any commissary, and it's very limited when they can. She said next week they're going to let everybody spend $50. That's it. Because they don't have the staff, they don't have the inmates to work for the commissary jobs, and it's. I'm gonna read you her emails; it'll explain it more. And let me get to some of your comments now here. Where we at here? We got Einstein. Is that how you say it? How we doing? What's your ideas about a debrief? My lawyer keeps pushing me to debrief. Should I debrief without any deals in place? I don't have none to snitch on, and I feel like I'm just snitching on myself. Whatever you say, they're going to try to catch you in a lie. So if you go, please have a lawyer next to you, and just go to listen and only talk if your lawyer says it's okay, and be careful. They're going to try to trick you and twist things to catch you in a lie. If you lie to the feds, that's bad news. And they'll try to catch you on a lie like, so yesterday you were having your cereal for breakfast, right? No, I had scrambled eggs. Well, you just said that you had cereal. You just lied to us. It's that minute where they'll catch you on a lie. So be very, very careful. Have that lawyer with you, but go ahead and listen to what they got to say, but never volunteer information. Careful what you say. Answer yes or no questions. And that's my advice to you. But I'm not a lawyer, okay? Listen to your lawyer, but be very careful with that. That's what I got to say about that. And Katrina made it to the room, passed information. I hope my information about diesel therapy helps everyone help someone. Yes. And MC, all the teachers nationwide are threatening to quit unless all classes go on the internet. I've heard that's city by city and state by state. You're saying all teachers in all nations. Well, that's, I haven't really, I've been working a lot. I haven't caught the evening news, but I know there was a lot of cities. But yeah. Here we got Einstein. Appreciate your input. Yeah, you bet. So, guys, I'm going to show you a little movie clip from the movie Felon. And this is a clip about visitation with his wife. And since I work for Wings for Life, so it started with the lady who started it, AnnEdenfield, Sweet is her name. And Wings for Life's been around about 27 years now, I think. So her husband went to federal prison. He was an airplane pilot who was transporting drugs while he was doing commercial airline trips, and the feds caught him and all that, and he did time. But while he was in prison, she went through hell with 4 kids, and he left her high and dry with house payments, and she had no job and everything. And here's a little clip of what your family goes through while you're in prison. So this is the wife visiting a husband in prison. I'm just going to show you the clip here. Let's just get to that. And let me show you here. It's a Netflix thing I'm sharing with you. So I hope it goes through. And here we go. And it's not letting me show the Netflix. Why not? It's not letting me show it, is it? We'll try again.
It's been 11 months already. All I think about is holding you again. I was hoping you'd bring Mikey.
Yeah, I would have, but he had some nightmares after the last visit, so.
I don't know if it's letting me show you.
You're right. Probably shouldn't see this place ever again.
Okay. I don't think it's letting me show it. I tried, but it must be a Netflix thing. I just tried it, and I don't know if you showed it on the screen. Oh, well. Let's go to some comments, and then I'm going to read you a bunch of these emails from prisoners inside prison, and I'll work on these clips. Apparently, Netflix has got it blocked, and it's not letting me show it on YouTube. Einstein, you never know what you're fishing for. We got Joshua. Any updates on quarantine if you have all shots? Yeah, Joshua, I got bad news. And I was going to read that in one of these emails from a guy named Bruno who's at Florence Federal Prison Camp. So he had told me originally if you were vaccinated and you had proof of it, you don't have to do quarantine. Now he's telling me that's only for inmates transferring from another prison. Yes, inmates transfer to Florence all the time because Florence has RDAP, and they might come from Lompoc, California, or Victorville, or some other camp that doesn't have RDAP. In their last year of their sentence, they're going to do RDAP, or you get a year off for your sentence, so it'd be the last 2 years. They'll transport you to another prison to do RDAP, and then you don't have to be quarantined because you came from another one. But if you're self-surrendering, yes, they got you back like 21 days, and it's going to be in a shoe. At Florence, they're sending you across the street to the medium in the hole with nothing. If you're lucky, you get 1 or 2 showers a week. You might get mail. You're not going to get to order commissary. They're supposed to bring a phone once a week through. It's a portable phone. They come by and they give you 30 minutes on the phone, but he says that's if the staff feels like it, or they have the staff to do it. And it's this Omicron thing has fucked everything up again. Programs are shutting down again. Yeah, it's getting bad again, guys. It's not fun to go to prison right now. Einstein, I hear that, Katrina, and it's not showing. Sean, probably copyright law. Oh, yeah, copyright law. I got a way to take videos off, but I didn't. I got a few tricks on my computer where I can get a video off them, but I can't pull it up right now. So, anyways, I wanted to show you that clip, but I'll do it on my next show. I'll have it ready. I can't show you. You know what? I do want to show a movie clip. So I got here. I'll show you a movie clip. I got some. I can do these ones. I'll show you. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm trying to find it. Well, yeah, it's not letting me pull up anything, man. This sucks. I'm trying here. All right, I'm gonna cancel it. Oh well, I'm gonna go to the core links. I get it. I wasn't prepared, I guess. Katrina says, so how much halfway house time is my son eligible for? Well, he said he done like at least he's done 48 months or something. You know, normally you can get up to 12 months halfway house time. And if he wasn't in the diesel therapy and all that, he could have took some programs and classes and built up some extra credits for that. But, you know, normally on a 4 or 5 year sentence, they might give you 6 months halfway house time. They're probably going to give him at least 3. But he just got resentenced. So now his case manager has got to do the footwork to get him into a halfway house time. And these case managers, it takes them months. They're lazy. They don't want to work. These guys are burnt out. They've been doing it for 20 years, and they don't care about the inmates. Once in a while, you find a new one that works for you, and they'll give you 6 months halfway house time. But 3 to 6 months, it depends on his case manager, how lazy the guy is, how willing he is to want to work for your son. And it takes a few months to process with the halfway house time. If he's lucky, he'll get 6 months, but he'll at least 3 months halfway house time he should get. That's my guess. MC, some countries are already doing 4 boosters with threats of up to 7. Personally, I believe it's about control, and they will never stop the shots. Yeah, I'm guessing. You know, I already figured out that the boosters were going to happen even when they first came out with the vaccine. So you get the whole world out there getting vaccinated, right? These companies are making big money. If you could get a person to vaccinate 4 times a year times all the people in the world, do you know how much money that is? I mean, they're set for life, you know, and they say it's free, but it's not free. I mean, somebody's paying at the end of the day, end of the line somewhere, some country, government, somebody's paying for these shots. They don't just, you know, materialize for free and they give them away. So it's big money. It's big money. And if you could get every human being on the entire planet to get a booster shot, even once a year, you know how much money that is? So if they can get 2, I mean, if they could get it every month, they'll go for it. You know what I mean? And it's just big time money. Yeah, it's. So Katrina says he got 72 months. So that's 6 years. Yeah, he should at least get 6 months halfway house time. Thing is, they finally sentenced him, and he's got 11 months left. So I don't know how fast his case manager is going to act on this. And yeah, did 48 so far. MC, exactly. All right, I'm going to read you some core links. I'm going to read you emails from inmates that have been on my show, people I've talked to that keep in contact with me. So let me share this for you. And this shows up. All right, so this is core links. And the first one's here from Audrey. The envelope situation. So the envelope situation is pretty crazy. They haven't been available through commissary for the month I've been here, probably longer. Alderson doesn't provide them either. So to get an envelope, it's partially luck, part determination, and part resourcefulness, usually involving an inmate with a stashed envelope, then convincing them to trade with you, which is becoming increasingly difficult. This is making it hard to write my family and friends, and a source of frustration for me and several other inmates. But I've come up with a solution. At 30 cents each, you can buy greeting cards off the commissary, which come with envelopes that can be used to send letters. So for 30 cents a piece, I have a dependable envelope source, at least for now. Didn't want to explain on the phone because the less other people in here that think of this, the longer it can work for me. Thought you may find this interesting. LOL. My first major dilemma overcome in my incarceration journey. It was nice talking to you earlier. As always, hope you had a nice week. And that's Audrey. And let me go back to some other letters here from other people. Click here. Here's my inbox. I gotta log back on to the core links, and I gotta tell them that I'm human. And what are they got me doing? Picking out an image that contains a truck. That looks like a truck. I think that's a truck. That's a truck. That's a truck. And that's a fire truck. Does that count? Well, they still want me to do it. Another one with a truck. Now, these pictures aren't that great. Truck. All right, I'm in. Here's the mailbox. Inbox. So I got a bunch of letters from Audrey, from Bruno. I got another page here. Gavin, Andrea, so Al. So I'll start with Christmas Eve. Hi, Sean. Wanted to wish you Merry Christmas and the happiest holidays. Okay, let's see what else I got on here. I'm going to read you something from Bruno. Honestly, any books relating to stop... this is a... I won't read that because he's requested... So Bruno, a guy named Josh is going to send him some books. He says, honestly, any books relating to stop auctions would be great. There's a class here on Saturdays, so those would work. Tell him I appreciate the money and the help. And yeah, I'll be waiting for him. He will probably get to the camp around February 27th, 28th after quarantine. I should be in purple phase of RDAP by then. Will he be taking RDAP? And he will be taking RDAP. So a guy named Josh who watches my channel is turning himself in to Florence camp. Bruno's going to meet him there and show him around. And Josh put a couple $100 on his books for Bruno. So when Bruno gets there, Bruno's thankful about that. So there's 4 guys on my channel here all going to Florence, Colorado. And I'm trying to hook them all up. So when they get there, they can all be buddies and hang out. You know what I mean? Let's see here. I'm going to read you something else. Quarantine for new arrivals. Here's one. It says, hey, Sean, what's up? Holidays are going good. It obviously sucks because I'm in here, LOL. But other than that, it's pretty chill. The way quarantine is working now is if they are vaccinated and have proof, they won't quarantine. However, if they are not, then they are doing quarantine at the FCI Pueblo unit for 21 to 22 days, which sucks because that's what happened to me. They literally can't come in with anything at all. Just your ID. That's it. Yeah, I'm already in the lime green phase and I'm in range 3. It hasn't snowed at here, which I was expecting. Let them know that it's pretty chill right now. Just tell people that camp isn't as bad as many people think. It honestly feels like college without girls. Though anything helps, Sean, money, books, letter, etc. Any other questions you have, let me know, man. I'll be more than happy to help. So he's a green phase is the second phase of RDAP. That's what he's talking about. So he says, let everybody know it's pretty chill. Camp isn't bad as people think. It's like a college without the girls there. Let me get some more emails here. Let's see. I want to go to. Let's see what Gavin says here. Happy New Year's, everyone. Snapchat, friends, and family. I appreciate all the love and support that so many have shown me over the last few months. So many of y'all have shown me your real selves. It's amazing what a small act of generosity truly reveals about people and friends and ourselves, doesn't it? So Gavin's at SeaTac. It's in Seattle. And Gavin turned himself early without asking permission. Just went to the marshals like 3 weeks ahead of time and said, take me, I want to go now. So they sent him to a detention center. He's got a year and a day. He's got to do all his time now at a detention center because he turned himself in early and didn't show up at the camp that he was going to be designated to. So try not to make that mistake, guys. I'll just pick a random one here. Audrey says, oh, that's not one. Let's see here. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not doing this right, guys. I'm going to come back to the StreamYard. I should have took my time to go over these a little better. Oh, hey, I got a super chat while I was gone. Super sticker from Milk Tyson. Not Mike Tyson, Milk Tyson. Man, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You got milk? Tyson? All right, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. God bless you, man. God bless you. Yeah, and whatever I can do for you, please let me know. MC says, Fauci is the highest paid government employee. That Fauci, don't even get me started, guys. I got a funny video that I did called The Star of Fauci. It's in my video collection, and you guys might want to. It has nothing to do with prison. I did a little spoof commercial about wearing a Star of Fauci. It's in my video collection. Just punch in Star of Fauci. It's gonna piss some of you guys off. So. But anyways, you might want to check that out. Some Russian spam here. That's great. Russian spam. I love it. Katrina says a virus will mutate if not eradicated. That's where the variants come from. Every variant is slightly different and may require slightly different medication. Every 6 months they're going to come off with a new, Omicron this, Delta that, Gamma this, Beta that. They're going to come up with a new one and a new one and a new one and a new one. Really. I mean, people are making money off this. And, and when old people die, they don't care. They like it when old people die because they can't afford to pay their Medicare and their nursing institutions and all that. And, it's thinning out the population. And I could go on and on and on. I mean, you guys know there's hella channels out there already about it. Shane. Hey, Shane. Good to know what not to do with what to do, along with what to do. Okay, and that helps him generally in life. Shane with the super. Oh, Shane gave me a super sticker. Shane Murdoch with the super sticker. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, guys. God bless you. Thank you, Shane. Now, Shane, are you the Shane I've been talking to on the phone, or are you a different Shane? Let me know. Appreciate the info. This helps to know what to expect. Yeah. So Shane, are you the one going to by Denver there? Elmwood, no. The camp by Elmwood. Now I can't remember the goddamn name. I'm gonna look it up because you guys ever get something at the tip of your tongue and you can't remember what it is. So I'm gonna look on his text here. He's going to Inglewood. Now I can sleep. I was thinking Edgewood, Elmwood, Inglewood. Yeah, I don't know if this is the same Shane, but the Shane I've been talking to got sentenced to a camp, and he got his designation letter. He's going to Inglewood, which is near Denver. And I looked it up for him, and it has like 183 people in the camp. It's a small camp, which could be good, but they're going to make you work. They're going to make you work. He says, yes, sir, I'm the same one you're talking to. Inglewood. Yeah, thank you. I had to go look it up because I was going Edgewood, Elmwood. I go, that's not it. And I had to find that word. So, yes, Inglewood. So I've never heard anything bad about Inglewood. You're at the camp. Now, Inglewood, I looked it up. So it's a camp, it's a low security, and it's a detention center. So they're going to have you working either at the low on the outside doing landscape and things like that, or they'll have you at the detention center. You'll come back to the camp at night, or you'll work at the camp in the food chain. And I was telling him, you guys remember Jared from the Subway sandwich commercials? You know, so he got arrested for kiddie porn. I think they gave him 5 years. He's at Inglewood Low. He's getting a real 12-inch footlong right now. So, yeah. The lows, guys, if you get sentenced to a low security, it's half chomos. It's half. And you guys don't know what a child molester chomo. They used to call them Chesters, and somewhere, I don't know, 10 years ago, they changed the name from Chester to chomo. But none of these guys are good. Don't even get me started. Hell, I got myself started. But yeah, I had one phone call from a guy once who said he had child pictures on his phone, and he's going through it, and can I help him? And oh man, I gave him the third degree. I hung up on him and blocked his number and told him he'll ever call me again. And so yeah, if you are a sex offender and you're watching my channel, you need to go. Leave. Don't ever come back to this channel. Unsubscribe, okay? Unsubscribe. If you are a sex offender, unsubscribe to my channel. Don't want you here, okay? This is not the place for you. All right? You got that? Unsubscribe if you're a sex offender. I want nothing to do with you. I hope YouTube doesn't shut down my channel for saying that. It's supposed to be a free country, freedom of speech. But you know how it is. You offend one person nowadays, and, you know, God. So Shane says, anyone have a contact? I'd like to get a hold of someone. There you go. Katrina says, Sean, you're smarter than that. Viruses do mutate. Yeah, yep. Shane said, you demand, Sean. Appreciate all you and your channel does. Well, thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. You know, I got a call from this guy. Maybe I could play this voicemail. I don't want to put him on blast. But no, I won't do that because it's embarrassing. Because he's a good guy. I think he's a good guy. But I'm going to tell you the story. I'm at Walmart last weekend, and I was doing the grocery shopping, and my phone rings, you know, and it's some 618 number, I don't know. And I get these calls all the time, and so I answer, and I go, hello, and he goes, I've been watching your videos, man, and I'm scared. Can you help me? I want to kill myself. And I say, who the hell is this? Is this Alex? Is this you? And is this a joke? No, I'm scared. And I thought it was a joke. And I talked for another minute. I said, look, I'm at Walmart. If you're real, I'm going to call you when I get home. So when I got home, I called the guy. And it ends up, it was real. And this guy's like 52 years old, and he's scared. He's been watching my videos. And a real voice kind of came out of him later. The scared thing. I calmed him down, and he did want to commit suicide, man. He did want to kill himself. And I remember feeling like that when I was on pretrial. When I got indicted, man, I wanted to kill myself, guys. I really did. I was going to jump off a freeway overpass and land into the traffic. This is right after I got indicted, and they froze all my bank accounts, and the landlord evicted me, and the police came and they kicked me out of the house, and they towed my car. And the funny thing is, I got indicted and all this stuff, and the car broke down, and it blew a head gasket. It was nothing. I had no money. They took the whole house. I mean, I couldn't even. I lost everything, guys, and I had nothing, man. I had like $30 to my name, and I had to be at court in a week, and if I didn't show up to court, they were going to throw me in throw me in jail while I was waiting indictment. And I wanted to jump off this freeway overpass, and I called a friend up, and I told him everything I'm going through, and I'm going to federal prison. I'm going to kill myself. This guy named Brian Fowler. And he said, "Where are you right now?" I said, "I'm at this park across from this library." And I tell you, within 10 minutes, these police showed up, and I'm sitting there, and I seen all these cop cars, and they came and they grabbed me, and they threw me in one of those third floor mental 72-hour holds, at one of these 5150 facilities. And I talked my way out, and they let me go 3 days later. But I was going to do it. And he told me he was trying to save my life. And maybe I was going to do it. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know if it was a cry for help when I called him. But I did it. So, and I ended up missing my court date. And then I got thrown in the detention center, but they let me out to do a drug residential program for 6 months. And then that started my 4-year journey on pretrial. And, but I mean, I went through it, guys. I really wanted to kill myself. I really did. And so, I talked to this guy, and, I calmed him down. We've talked a couple times. He's just getting started. They just raided, he's got a drug charge. I think a half pound of meth or something like that. But from what he told me, he's low security. He's going to go to a camp or a low, but he is going to go to prison. But his life's not over. And that's my point of telling you the story, guys. Don't hurt yourself. You're going to hurt. There are people who love you, and you might not know that there's family and friends, and there's people who will miss you if you do this, man. When you get indicted, it's the end of the world, but it's not the end of your world. It's just the end of the world you've been living, and you get to start a new life. And you could turn it all around, and you could come out a better person, a smarter person. You can get more intelligent. You can work on yourself while you go. Pretrial is the hardest part of the whole sentencing process. Pretrial is, you don't know if you're getting probation, 10 years, 20 years, is my life over? It's not over. If you are out on pretrial right now, you're not going to a penitentiary. They don't let people out on pretrial bonds if you're going to a penitentiary. It just doesn't happen. Once in a while, maybe you go to a medium, but you could even survive that. And if you're out on pretrial right now, you're probably going to get 10 years or less. They know all this. When they let you out on pretrial, it's almost like they know how much time you're going to get before, whether you're a flight risk, whether you're not. And people that are out on pretrial, and if you're watching this channel right now facing prison time, your life's not over. It's just a new chapter. Please don't give up. Please don't hurt yourself. Please don't hurt somebody else. Look, I made it through it. I was able to talk this guy out of suicide, calm him down, let him know his life's not over. He's going to get through it. And I told him, and I promised this guy, the next couple of years, whatever it is with his sentencing problem, I'm gonna be with him step by step by step. And I'm gonna hold his hand and get him through this, and because it's every life is worth saving, and that's kind of why I started this channel. So anybody out there going through it, man, I'm there to help you, man. You don't have to hurt yourself. Your life's not over. It's gonna change. But that doesn't mean it can't change for the better, okay? You can turn it all around, and you can change your life, and you become out a better person. And then you have stories to tell your grandchildren. And if you don't have grandchildren, you have stories to tell somebody else's grandchildren. You know what I mean? You got campfire stories now when you get it. And you're going to get through it all. It's a long journey. It's a long process. But don't give up on yourself because your life's worth it. And let me get some more of these comments on here. Katrina says, tell him camp can actually help him in life. Yes, I have like 33 certificates and programs of classes I did in camp, and I took every one I could possibly get my hands on. Even a law is not that bad. Even a law is not that bad. Yeah. So, how are we doing on time? All right. It's been about an hour. Wow. An hour has went by. So, I feel like I've really... hours went by. So anyways, guys, I guess I'm probably going to end this. Let me wait and see if there's any more questions on here. Give it a couple minutes. You guys, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. When you subscribe, there's these little bells on the right side. You hit subscribe. Hit that top bell and it says all. And that way, anytime I do a video, you get notified. Katrina says, look what it did for your life, son. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you very much. So I'm going to come back this weekend. I'm off. So I'll probably do a couple live shows this weekend too. And I want to thank you guys for watching my channel. And if you need any help going through your federal prison sentence, stuff like that, please call me, email me, leave a chat, leave a comment. I will get back to you. It may take me a day or two, but I try to get back to everybody, okay? I love all my viewers. Thank you. MC says, have a great night. Katrina says, hello, no law. And Shane says, thank you, Sean. You're welcome, guys. I love all you guys. Thank you, man, for supporting me and my channel and everything, and the super stickers and the super chats. You guys are great, man. All right. See you in the next one.